So now that you understand all of the rep ranges deeply, let's talk about how to choose which one is best for you. Well, there's an easy answer to that, and that is that none of them are best, all right? They are all useful for various purposes, and there's not one single one that is best that you should do exclusively, all right? What you should be doing is a mix of rep ranges, because doing one at the exclusion of the others would be limiting to your conditioning, all right? The real question is, what are the ratios of rep ranges you should be using? And while the middle rep range of 10 to 20 is the best general, middle of the road, all-purpose rep range, that if you don't have any specific sports goals and you're going to choose one to focus on more than the others, that would be the best pick for just about anyone, all right? But you should still be doing some of the others as well. Okay, but of course it depends on your goals. If your goal is hypertrophy or any other general fitness purposes such as health, aesthetics, etc., you should focus on that range first, and then the 20 to 30 rep range secondarily, and the 5 to 10 rep range thirdly, and then pepper in the endurance training and strength training just a little bit here and there. However, if you are training primarily for weight loss, you'd want to focus primarily on the highest rep range of 30 plus, and then secondarily on the 20 to 30 rep range, thirdly on the 10 to 20 rep range, and then you could pepper in the 5 to 10 rep range a little here and there, if at all, and exclude strength training. But if you're training for strength, you would primarily focus on the 1 to 5 rep range and the 5 to 10 rep range, and then pepper in some of the others for good measure. And if you're training for a certain sport, you're going to have a completely customized combination that is specific to that type of sports training. So while there are some general rules about rep ranges, it's a bit more nuanced, okay? It needs to be more specific and customized for your training goals, and not only that, but your own body, especially if you have body composition goals. So everyone's different. You have to choose the rep range that is best for you and what you want. And what's even more important here is that just as everyone's body is different, every muscle is different. So when you're training for hypertrophy and muscle growth, your training needs to be customized for each muscle, okay? In order to develop different muscles, you need to choose different rep ranges for them, all right? This is because muscles come in a wide variety of sizes, and the larger the muscle, the more weight and the lower reps it should be trained with. And the smaller the muscle, the lighter weight and the higher reps it should be trained with. And it also depends on whether your exercise is a compound movement that works multiple muscle groups or an isolation movement only working one, all right? As compound movements require much heavier weight and isolation movements require much lighter weight. And each muscle contains a different ratio of fast to slow twitch muscle fibers, all right? So those are going to respond to different rep ranges as well. And lastly, what you should know from what I taught you about different types of equipment is that different types of equipment are good for different rep ranges. All right, so this needs to not only be customized to your body and goals, but to the specific exercises that you are doing. So what you'll find is that every rep range, or most of the different rep ranges, do have an integral place in your training at some point. All right, whether it's a certain muscle or a certain piece of equipment or whatever it may be, you're going to want to use each of the different rep ranges at different times in your training, or at least most of them. So now that you fully understand the different rep ranges and what they are each useful for and how to use them, that concludes this class, and you can look forward to the next one, which will be on different types of sets and how to do them. I hope you found this class helpful. Now, make sure to put what information you learned into practice right away before you forget, okay? That way it can actually go to work for you, because speed of implementation is one of the keys to success. If you have any questions or need any help, be sure to let me know either in the comments below or by the email address that is in the video description below. And if you are passionate about fitness but don't have time to do all of your own programming yourself and would like to have an expert programmer like me create and manage all of your fitness routines and planning for you, who can systematize your training so that you can reach your goals as fast as possible, be sure to inquire about my online personal training and fitness programming services. No matter what your schedule, budget, or goals, I can formulate the exact right program for you that will expedite your progress and growth and get you the body you want sooner rather than later, okay? And without ever spinning your wheels in the mud or hitting a plateau. And if you liked anything that I said in this video, be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button and notification bell too, so that you can get all of my other videos that are like this one. And just remember that these videos are actually part of a course that is laid out in a linear fashion. So make sure you have seen all of the videos before this one that you need to see, and that you are subscribed and will continue to watch the videos that you watch on this channel in the order that they are presented to you. The Art and Science of Fitness Programming 101 is a course from Be Your Best Body Personal Training.